This is our Leeds News Centre, and I'm going to show you now some of the great work that our UK news team produces.
This is my office in Holyrood in Edinburgh, where I report on all the big political decisions that really matter to the lives of our listeners across Scotland. And we have our own reporting teams covering the issues that impact the lives of listeners in England, Wales and Northern Ireland too.
So the race really is on now for who we're going to be seeing enter that famous door behind me as the next Prime Minister.
Politicians in Northern Ireland know just how important it is to put their message across to our listeners. That's ever since the power sharing collapse behind me at Stormont last year.
Members of the RMT union have been stationed here outside of Cardiff Central since 7 this morning, and the feeling among members is that they are now striking for their livelihoods.
We are quality news for iconic music stations and often the only source of balanced, accurate and impartial news for listeners who don't read newspapers, watch TV news or listen to speech radio.
We're not only speaking to our listeners through the radio, there are millions of people reading, hearing and seeing our content on our websites, our apps and our social media.
Everything we broadcast must be suitable for a family audience. We have to be especially careful when children could be listening, maybe on the school run or during the school holidays.
From here in our Newcastle newsroom, I deliver the news and sport happening right now and everything that really matters to the people living in the northeast of England.
As you can see, we've won several awards for campaigning journalism, highlighting issues like mental health, violence against women and girls, and knife crime.
And it's via news centres like this one in Manchester where we deliver the stories that really matter to our audience via our reporters across the UK.
I'm at Spaceport Cornwall, and as you can see behind me there's lots of people who are starting to show up to see this historic moment. They're here to watch the launch, pitch up their chairs, wearing lots of layers like I am because it is a bit of a chilly day.
It's hard to imagine life without it now, but 4 decades ago the Keswick Bridge officially opened, connecting the north with the rest of Scotland.
People in Londonderry are definitely excited about further easements, but some say they won't be heading the high streets straight away.
Well, more and more people are handing in their exotic animals to the Wiltshire Reptile Rescue in Marlborough, where I'm currently sat. Now, some of the animals here include turtles, they include snakes, and even lizards.
It's the worst fear for workers here at Scunthorpe Steelworks, as an announcement has confirmed today British Steel will be cutting 260 jobs.
We all know how important the film industry is to Scotland, and of course how important Scotland is to the film industry.
This is one of London Air Ambulance's 2 helicopters that help save lives across the capital.
Well, I've just dipped my finger in and it's not as warm as it may look. It's a lovely day, it's really hot, isn't it?
Gorgeous, yeah, it's really nice, good weather.
But unfortunately you are seeing more people risking their lives.
Most people were urged to just stay indoors. Everyone here is loving the heat, but they're loving it because they've got the water right behind me to jump into when it gets too much.
Now the people carrying the baton, these baton bearers, are amazing individuals who were nominated and picked. As you can see, the baton has just gone behind me, getting massive cheers.
I'm outside Chesterfield Royal Hospital now, who are, like many across the country, currently dealing with extreme amounts of pressure.
I'm standing just north of Moffat's, where a forest fire has broken out. Arguably the world's most famous dinosaur exhibit has taken up residency in Coventry. The huge 26-metre long skeleton took about 4 days to assemble in the main foyer.
Residents in Alvington, Aylburton and Westbury are crossing the road and slowing down cars to show you just how dangerous it is. This A road sees lorries and big farming tools making its way between Chepstow and Gloucester.
The roads are treacherous out there. At the bottom of the hill I was following a police car. They were slowing cars down because there may have been an accident at the bottom of the hill.
The eyes of the entire country are going to be on this small Ayrshire town tonight. There's a real sense of community spirit.
In just a few hours' time, the AO Arena is going to be packed out with Peter Kay fans, excited to see him make his return to the live stage.
It's an all too familiar sight for people who frequently visit Blackpool. You find yourself a fish and chip shop, you finally find somewhere to come and sit and enjoy your food, and then these lot come along
and ruin everything for everybody.
We're at Alton Towers, and any moment now, it's about to take its first ever ride on Oblivion.